What does shutting it off for Kevin Durant? What does that look like?
Like before I go to sleep, not worry about anything. Like the next day, like what I'll do when I work out, like what shots I'll take in my workout, or what I'm gonna do.
Wait, do you really do that? Like the night before? So like in off season, do you think about your next day's workout the day before and what you're going to work on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what I'm gonna go through. I just like to get prepared, so
you're visualizing.
There's no surprises. Like if I'm gonna shoot 50 shots from 7 spots on the floor, then I want to get ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be surprised now when I go into the gym. So I like to kind of mentally, like, you know, and I don't want to write things down too much that it'd be too. You know,
I would go into even in season. I would go into workouts with like a purpose. So like on a Monday, I'd say, oh, you know, what did I do? What did I do on Friday? Oh, you know, I did a lot of catch and shoot stuff. All right, today's going to be DHOs and you know one dribble pick and roll shots, and I work on that. But like I would go, like if we lost on Friday in the playoffs, I go back in the gym Monday, but those days in between, I would write out my entire summer schedule, and I would take breaks. Like I would take I needed to turn off a little bit, so I would
just
take
you.
But I would.
Is there like a coach? Or
I would take 4-day breaks. I go Thursday to Sunday. I get away, or I'd July 4th weekend. I'm not doing shit. You know what I mean? But like every other day throughout the summer, like I knew where I was going to be at 10 a.m.
This explains the getting mad about not having lunch at 2:14 every game day.
Were you one of those guys who get frustrated at themselves when they're missing shots in a workout?
Oh yeah,
like cursing yourself out.
But you probably. I mean,
yeah, I do that, but it came to a certain point. I had to stop. I had to correct myself when I do shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't want to talk to myself that way. You know,
the refs is cool, but you?
No. Yeah, I just had to. Because the next shot is important though, and I've always felt myself thinking about the last shot sometimes, and when I'm screaming "fuck" or pissed off like that, it can bleed over into the next shot. And I realized that, and I was like, "Hold on, maybe I gotta chill on how I talk to myself." So I wondered if other players thought like that.
Missing a jumper for you must feel like acid in your eyes.
Because I hate it in the workout by myself. I don't feel like. Somebody told me that if you shooting 50% in a workout by yourself, then you're not a good shooter. Like I feel like I should be making 90% of my shots.
Yeah.
So if I miss,
yeah, I'm
pissed.
I think like an average workout for me in the off season, I'm shooting 80%, and I'm like shooting game shots. I'm not. This is not spot shots. Spot shots. I'm shooting higher than that. I'm saying like game speed. I'm coming off a DHO. I'm getting to my right hand. I'm taking a step back. You know, I'm doing that for an hour. And I might take 300, 400 shots and at that game speed. And I'm like, I'll shoot 80%. That's an average workout for me. But there are days like you shoot 70% and I would leave the gym and I'm down on myself, bro. I'm down on myself. And it's a fucking workout in July. It doesn't matter.
Yo, I remember because I was going through my Achilles. I had a lot of those days where like I felt my jumper felt good and then it would feel a little off here. And then I remember I went on a break for my birthday. I was in Cabo. And I swear I didn't have a good time because I was just like, like, I can't believe, like, what is going on with me, basically? Like, I'm shooting the shit left. I'm going right. I was really thinking about this, and I had to, it's like questions you ask yourself, like, am I too involved in this shit right now? Like, where I can't.
Too invested in this life.
Yeah. And
especially after everything you've accomplished, you know, because you're not just starting out. It's like you're having those thoughts after multiple championships, multiple finals MVPs, everything like that.
Yeah, I mean it was stressful.
We can wrap up, but to that point, like I'm actually very curious the mindset when you tore your Achilles. Did you go through the self-pity?
No.
You always had that like hearing you talk about this, I understand now why you have been so good coming off this injury. Because it seems like there was a point to prove, not just to everybody else, but like to yourself. Like I can get back to being me.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck this, I'm doing this.
Yeah. I mean, early on when I first did it, I was just, I did ask myself, should I made a different decision going out there and play? Like, and then after 3 or 4 times, I'm asking myself, like, what good is that going to do? Like, so I moved past it pretty quick. but I knew it was going to be a struggle coming back. Like I just didn't. The uncertainty of how I was going to play was just fucking with me. Like every day, like watching games. Like, could I pull up on a break like that? Like, can I still get to the rim and jump off my right leg like that? Like, and I just wanted to try it out. So when like you can't try it, like I couldn't even run, you know. So I was still doing calf raises, but in my mind, I wanted to see if I could fucking dunk or shoot a fadeaway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so knowing that I couldn't even get in the gym for 4 months, that was just driving me crazy. So, but once I actually got a chance to like test it out, then that's when it went just downhill. Everything was better, but
until you could test it, that anxiety was just there all the time.
But
can I do it? Can I do it?
That would stop once I started getting into the gym, working out individually, and then playing pickup. But once it's like, all right, I need to see what it's like in a real NBA game, you know?
Yeah.
And then once I did that in preseason, I'm like, all right, I need to see what playoff intent. Like, it was just so much going on. I just wanted to get back to a point. So that's why I said in that Milwaukee series, it's like, all right, that was the final.
Yeah.
That was just the last stage of me, you know, getting over that.
That makes sense.
I met him as he's recovering. And that's when we kind of got tight. And I remember going over there, and it was the first day you could jump and run.
Yeah, it was an exciting day.
And he was like a kid in an amusement park. He was just excited that he got to play basketball again. Nice. And so I was like, oh, this shit is real. And then just slowly, gradually getting there. And then, did you ever, that season in the bubble, you never considered playing it all in that season?
Because I didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I can do certain things. Like I can be a decoy out there. I felt like I can maybe make a few shots, but I wasn't like commanding the game like I can now, you know? So I wasn't going to do it regardless.
It's true love, Kevin, basketball.